Hello dear yoga community, hello dear fan, yoga lover, hello dear student of mine. Whatever is the reason that you are here, come. I feel honored that you tapped play. And let's start on all fours. Align wrists, shoulders, knees and hips. Spread your fingers wide, lift your navel, open your collarbone and circle. Bring your shoulders forward, ahead of your wrists. Feel your wrist stretching. If you don't feel nothing at all, feel free to bring your hands a little bit more back. Okay, let's go the other way around. And then let's spice this up a little bit. Curl your toes under and hover your knees. So don't lift them too high. Keep them really close to the ground and keep circling. And the other way around. Stay, pull back, bring it forward. Exhale back, bring it forward. Exhale back, bring it forward. Exhale back and stay here. Bend your elbows too, look forward. Lift your knees a little higher, closer to your chest. Lower your elbows a little bit more and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Alright, wrist stretch, wrist shake. Turn your fingers towards your knees. Feel free to step a little closer. Now please open your collarbone and bend your elbows just a little. Step back and move forward and back. Exhale as you reach back. Exhale. The same thing, either the same thing, or if you want a little more, hover your knees, just as we did before. Breathe. And hold it there. Bend your elbows a little bit more. Try to lift your knees a little bit more. Suck your belly in and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Again, shake it out a little bit. Come to plank pose. Open your feet, hip distance apart. Bring your heels slightly forward, in line with your toes or ahead of your toes. Actually, let's play a little bit with this, just going back and forth. Keep breathing. Keep your body firm. Good, stay in your plank, lift your right arm and place it back. Lift your left arm, place it back. Lift your right leg, place it back. Left leg, and place it back. Feel free to take a break. Otherwise, carry on right arm, left leg, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Right leg, left arm. If you can't lift your arm, just come up on your fingertips or hold yourself with one finger. It should be 3, 2, 1, and 0. Come down on your knees, shake it out. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Keep your navel sucked in and make circles with your shoulders. And back. Okay. Now interlace your fingers behind you. Those of you that you can fully straighten your arms, try to bring your wrists together. I wish I could do this. And those of you that you can't straighten your arm, don't worry, just keep your arms as straight as you can. So as straight as you can, and then lift up, and then roll the shoulders back and forth. Keep your arms lifted, suck your navel in, turn your head right, back to center, exhale to the left, back to center, to the right, back to center. Lift your arms a little bit more, bring your chin forward, and back. Forward and back. Forward, back. Lift a little more and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Shake it out. Come to reverse tabletop position. So step your feet hip distance apart. If you have sensitive wrists, feel free to turn your fingers out. Otherwise, try to turn your fingers towards your heels. Press down your hands and lift up. Open your shoulders, bend your elbows a little bit, and swing forward and back, forward and back. Breathe. Good. Keep lifting up. Now, straighten your right leg to the front. Make sure that your hip doesn't sink. So keep your right hip lifted. Keep your knees in line. As you can see your knees, make sure that the one is not lower or higher. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Switch your legs. Left leg forward. Make sure your hip doesn't sink. So keep it lifted. Knees in line. Lift your hip a little higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Shake it out again. Let's wake up those hamstrings. Bring your right leg forward. Flex your foot. Slightly slide your heel back. Open your leg slightly to the right, left knee to the left, so we have better balance. For this reason, we get a little bit out of alignment. Okay, now set your belly in, send your tailbone down, so flatten your low back as much as you can. Bring your hands behind you, take a deep inhale and lengthen up. Press down your left knee. As you exhale, lower down. Keep your spine erected. Again, lift, inhale. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale. Exhale, lower. As much as you can. Maybe your maximum is somewhere here. And stay there and just actively, mindfully breathe in your hamstring, in your leg. If you have sensitive knee, feel free to bend your knee slightly. Otherwise, those of you that you have more flexibility, feel free to go a little bit deeper. Just make sure you don't round your spine. So lift your arms a little higher to help you stay. This is a bit of cheating, but never mind. So lift your arm maybe a little higher, neck straight and hold. Number 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now bring down your right hand and your left hand and try to lift your right leg and then place it down. Lift it up and place it down. Even if you can't lift your leg, just keep trying. Every time I'm counting, try. One more. Good. Let's switch sides. Left side. So bring your left leg forward. Put the heel slightly out. Your right knee slightly more to the right. And then come up. So basically your left leg comes back a little bit. So you can square your hip, right hip forward, left hip back. Reach up, inhale, belly in, exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, exhale, fold. So imagine that your right knee is like glued on the ground. Imagine there is a string or whatever pulling you back, and then you lengthen everything else, your whole spine forward. Instead of thinking you have to go down with your head, think with your chest. So lead with your heart. Lift your arms, take an inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, lower. Maybe this is your maximum, stay here. Feel free to close your eyes, there is not so much to balance. That's why we did cheat a little bit at the beginning with the alignment. But if it's possible, go a little deeper. Lift your arms a little higher, parallel your palms, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Bring your hands down. fingertips. Some of you can even put your palms. If your fingertips are not enough, feel free to hold 2 blocks under your hands. And then lift your left leg and place it down. Lift your left leg and place it down. Make sure you keep your right hip hugged in so it doesn't hike out to the side. But I'm actually pressing my right bum cheek back behind me. One more. Maybe one more. That's it. Good. And then downward facing dog. First time today. Spread your fingers wide from all fours position. Curl your toes under. Lift your bum up to the sky and push back actively with your hands. Make sure that you don't stick your bum out like this to the sky, or actually stick it out but then pull it back down. So play a little bit with this tucking and untucking of the pelvis. Okay, now press your tailbone towards your heels. Bring your navel away from your legs. Keep your knees slightly bent and push back a little more with your arms. As you push back with the arms, make sure that you turn the shoulders away from the ears by turning your armpits towards the ground. So imagine your armpits, they want to face the ground, not to the side. And then from here, actively press your heels one by one towards the ground. So basically pedal your feet. Good, stay on your down dog and press both of the heels towards the ground. Push even more with your hands. If you are something like this in your down dog and you're rounding, then please don't bother to straighten your legs. Just keep your legs bent as they are, as you see mine. Place your feet together. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Bend its knee and open your whole leg, the hip to the side. Make sure that you don't sink the left hip down. So keep your left bum cheek pressed back behind you as you lift your right leg. Let's make some circles here. With this right leg only. If this was a peeing dog, it would pee all over the place. Alright, let's try the other side. So lift your left leg, bend its knee, and open it to the side without allowing your right hip to sink like that. So keep your right hip in as you lift your left leg. Here actually you are pressing more with your left hand on the ground. This one could even come like this to the side. Never mind. So make circles with your left leg without moving your right hip anywhere. In both directions. Maybe I forgot it on the previous side. Good, and again plank pose. This is our relaxation pose today, plank. I'm gonna line my heels in line with my toes, or even in front of my toes. Good, and then let's turn to the side. Let's turn to the left hand, so to your right side. If this is too hard for you to hold yourself, feel free to bring your right foot in front of you, like this. Or you can bring your leg in front of you, in front of the left one. Some of you may be even on top. Some of you can even hover. I know you want to lift your leg up. Don't lift it so high. Just hover it. See that my wrist is slightly ahead of my shoulder. Just slightly. See that my shoulder is pressed away from the ear. And lift your right arm. Maybe look up to your right arm now. Actively suck in your belly and hold. 5, 4, anywhere you're at, just hold. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Let's turn to the other side. So that should be your right hand. Again, your options. You can place your foot here and lift up. You can place your foot in front of the right leg, on top of it, or maybe hover. Belly in, tailbone towards your heel. Make sure you're on the outer edge of your foot, so your ankle is not down like this, but you're really flexing your foot. And then lift your left arm up to the sky. Maybe look up. Voila. Wow. And hold. 5, 4, 3. Press down your right hand strongly. 2, 1, and 0, downward facing dog. Look back towards your feet. So bring your head, your neck perpendicular with the floor, and then turn your head left and right. Now let's cheat again a little bit. Bring your left leg slightly forward and turn your toes slightly out. So keep your heel on the ground. Those of you that your heel is not on the ground, please place 2 blocks under your hands. Then lift your right leg. Actively press down your right hand and keep looking towards your left heel. Don't look anywhere else. Don't look at me. You just listen to me. So bring your left hand slightly, slowly to the left side. Stay on your fingertips here. Then try to lift 4 fingers of the left hand. Your right hand is still actively pressing down. I'm talking so slow so you can hold this pose even longer. And then slowly try to lift your left arm. Keep looking towards your left foot, otherwise you're gonna fall. Those of you that you want a little more, this is too boring for you, try to hold onto the foot. It's somewhere there. Don't look anywhere else, just to your left foot. And once you have the foot, try to kick your foot away or into your hand. Your right hand should press down like there is no tomorrow. Good, and let's try to do this on the other side. So now, I'm gonna step from my downward facing dog, my right foot slightly forward, toe out, heel down. The heel has to be down. If your heel is not down, you are not going to be able to balance. Then lift your left leg. Bring your right hand to the side, your right hand. Stay on your fingertips. Keep looking back towards the right foot. Lift 4 fingers of your right hand. Maybe all 5 fingers. Bend the left leg. And maybe try to hold your ankle. Just keep looking towards your right heel. Don't look left and right, just as I am doing, because you might fall. And then kick into your hand if it's possible. So basically I'm kicking my heel away from the bum. Press down your left hand actively and hold. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Good. Charlie Chaplin feet. Turn your toes out if you don't know who is Charlie Chaplin. And then slowly walk back your hands, bend your knees, and squat down to Malasana, garland pose. Alright, lift your arms forward. Lift right arms, twist. Bring it back. Left side. Bring it back. That's it. Bring your hands forward. Lift your navel away from your leg. Imagine that someone is pulling back your hip. Lift your arms more and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Lift it up. Come to the front of your mat. Then come to the front of your mat. Ground your feet. Lift up. Inhale. Exhale up. Open your heart and step it back. Shift your weight forward. Lower down to Chaturanga with the knees or without the knees. Open up to Cobra and to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward on the outside of your right hand. If you can't step all the way forward, anywhere you step, hold the leg with your hand and bring it forward. Now bring your left knee down. Open your leg to the side. Open your right arm. Maybe you can bring your hand behind your neck, on your hip. If you can see your foot behind you, there is a chance you can hold it. This is also fine. Maybe to pull your foot closer. I'm using my fingertips to make more space. So these are your options. Maybe pulling this forward and twist it out. Look up, up, and away from the ground. Good, and bring your fingertips down. Lift your back knee, straighten your back leg, pull the heel forward and look forward and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Lift your right leg and Vinyasa. Inhale, Exhale, lower knee down or knee off the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, lift the left leg. Place it forward. Again, feel free to help with your left hand to bring the foot forward. Put your right knee down. Lift the outside of your left foot. Bring the knee down towards the ground into 90 degrees. Lift your left arm. This is fine to stay here. So I'm actively pushing my hip, chest forward and up. Or maybe reaching for the foot. If you can see your foot as you turn back, there's a good chance you can hold it. See that I'm on my fingertip. Hip is driving forward. The chest is coming up as I twist back. And maybe pulling the leg forward. Open the chest in and stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0. Hand forward. Lift your back foot. Straighten your back foot, so drive yourself with the back heel. Look forward and maybe hold here. Some of you, maybe you can even open your arms and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Place your hands down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Open up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Bring your hands back towards your feet. Bend your knees slightly. Bring your weight more to the front. Bring your hands on your neck and just swing a little bit left and right. Then interlace your fingers. Straighten your arms as much as you can. Roll your shoulders back. Straighten your legs if you can. And as you exhale, bring yourself closer towards the knees. Drive again with your chest, not with your head. Then make your way on the ground. Lay down. Bring your legs up towards the sky. Make some circles with your toes. Make like a fist with your toes. You can do the same with your hands. Open and close. Put your left foot down. Hug your right knee to the chest. Hold into your big toe. Maybe you can straighten your leg, maybe you don't. Doesn't really matter. In any case, pull the knee closer to the chest, or maybe this way, pull the leg closer to the chest. And allow the leg to go to the side. So even if you have your leg bent, bring it to the side. Then switch your hands and bring your hips slightly to the right. So I'm still with my right leg, but with my left hand. And then bring the leg down to the side. Turn your chest to the opposite side, towards the right. Doesn't matter if your right leg is straight or bent. And then let's switch sides. So your left leg is lifted. Hold it with your left fingers. Keep your right foot on the ground. Doesn't matter if your leg is straight or bent. Just pull the leg closer to the chest. This is how it looks with the bent leg. This is how it looks with the straight leg. Doesn't matter. The main thing is you breathe. And then bring it slightly to the side. Turn your head to the opposite side. So I'm turning my head to the right as my leg drives to the left. And then in the air, I'm going to switch my hands. I'm going to switch my hands in the air. So my left leg is held with the right hand from the outside, either bent or straight. Bring your hips slightly to the left. Bring the leg next to you on the right. And then turn your chest and face to the left. And then come back to center. Lift your head. Lift your arms. Lift your legs. Point and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Shake out everything. Stay a couple of seconds. minutes in your Shavasana. Rest and let go. Namaste.